Okay. Ignore the. Let me see your hand. Can't without the
Sorry,
weed.
my bad.
Okay. I think that's good.
Okay, real quick.
Why does my daughter like that song so much?
29-year leasehold plus 10-year extension, fully furnished option. And 12K. Okay,
What are we doing right
let's
now? Right
do.
now, I'm removing her old polish. We're gonna do a fill. We did a hard gel overlay
My bad.
on her last appointment. How long ago was your last appointment?
You work a month for sure.
It's been a month. I already removed the polish from the other side. She asked for her nails to be more narrow, so I'm kind of narrowing them down.
60,000
How
for
good
this
this is.
long.
That was pretty good, actually. It looks pretty good, actually. Alright, so now that we are here, I should talk about my dad's situation. So, maybe I should. I'll talk about ask me some questions about that whole. You seen the video, right?
One thing. I gotta take this home.
You gotta take the call.
Yeah.
You don't mind it being on
I
out loud?
don't. No.
Okay. Yeah, she's
Hello.
about to take the call right now, y'all.
Hey, Edgar.
She's talking to Edgar. So yeah, it's been a month since her last thing. Her last thing. Her last appointment.
Does that work for Jacob? Did you say? Okay. I'm not.
I'm trying to get as
I'm
close
not
to them.
sure, but let me do this.
As close
Let's
as
just. Can we
possible.
schedule for later this evening? I think that may work
To
for
the
everybody.
cuticle. Well, not to the cuticle, well, to where the polish ends. Where the cuticle line was on her appointments. I grew out.
Okay. So when I talk to Jacob, I'll let you know.
She
I'll
doesn't
text
really
you.
have a lot of lifting, like really at all. Which is great.
Okay.
If you guys are in here watching this
Okay.
video, I
No
know you
worries.
guys are confused about what is the point of your content. So I'm a nail tech. I'm also a mom. I'm also someone who keeps going viral for the Steve Harvey situation. Looking for my dad, and that's been such a great journey
Okay. Sounds good.
so far. I did find my dad through the Steve Harvey show. That was really cool. I was super blessed to be able to find him and know him. And
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks.
when the show
Yeah.
first aired, I still hadn't found him. I just found this a cousin who I linked with on Ancestry.com. Now that ancestry test I did get through the Steve Harvey show. But Steve Harvey lost his contract or something happened during the filming of that situation, and they kind of smashed my episode in sooner than when it was supposed to be, so we didn't get the full results. But we did find out that, or I found out that my dad was my dad because there was a cousin that I linked with, and I finally got the results from the show, a white guy. And they said we had like 120 matching chromosomes or something crazy like that. So they said it was like a first cousin. So I reached out to him and he confirmed that my dad's last name was his mom's last name. So, maiden name.
Wow.
So I knew for sure that that was my first cousin and that the person in question definitely was my dad. And randomly, after contacting that cousin, he was talking to me for a while. But then he eventually just stopped talking to me. He ghosted me.
What?
Yeah, once we connected, like, oh my gosh, yeah, my mom's whole side is that. I'm like, oh, this is this is my family I'm talking to. Like, wow, I finally made the connection. It was like the coolest thing ever. And then he just ghosted me.
So to this day, you still don't talk to him?
To the cousin?
Mm-hmm.
No. But inside of the family knows that me and my dad have, like, united. I wouldn't say reunited because we were never together. I mean, well, technically reunited because I came out his dick hole. That sounds horrible. I should rephrase that. Yeah, that was really, really bad. My apologies. That was horrible. Whoa. Whoa. Came out of his. Him. Out of him. Yeah, I came out of him, so. Yeah, I reunited with him. So they know. I didn't actually end up meeting my dad till like a year or two after that actually happened. Actually, the episode aired, actually. And the only reason why I met him is because my homegirl randomly just found him on like a Pinterest or something.
What?
It was so weird. Like my kid's dad, right? He has a brother, and his brother's children have a mother, and she was like my sister. We were like really close, you know. So at the time when I was looking for my dad, I don't know, God, all grace to God, all favor to God, all glory to God, everything, because literally. It doesn't even make any sense. It sounds almost supernatural.
Right.
Because she literally just found a picture of him and was like, oh, that looks just like her dad. Because I had showed her a picture of him because I had found his Facebook before. And I stole the pictures off the Facebook and I was using that as a reference. Like, okay, this is what he looked like. You know, so I already was aware of that part.
That's
so
how shit be sometimes, though.
It literally was like she just went to the Instagram and then showed it to me like I found your dad's Instagram. I'm like, what? You found my dad? Yeah, girl, I found your dad. I'm like, this sounds crazy. I look at it, I'm like, what? That is him. And it was a guitar page and a artist page, not an artist page, photography page.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she found him and I contacted him. He thought I was like a solicitor or something at first. He didn't know.
What did you say? Like,
I just sent him a picture of my face together and his face together.
So you guys look like?
Yeah. And I was like, hey, I don't know if you know, like I was looking for you, and my daughter, da da. He didn't say nothing. I think he was kind of freaked out. But then one day, I was going to Atlanta, and I had really wanted to write a song, about the whole situation, and I felt like, I don't know. I felt like I had writer's block, particularly because that situation was so sensitive. It was so hard for me to even think about it, to talk about it, to where I felt such rejection because I had finally found him and he wouldn't talk to me, And I finally found the cousin and he wouldn't talk to me. So I felt a sense of rejection for sure. So I had to deal with that. So that was causing me like writer's block to not be able to really connect with making a song and making it good on a professional level. So, yeah, so I ended up going to Atlanta. My homegirl, her father has passed, so she kind of wrote a song. Her dad died when she was like a baby. So she wrote a song for me, because she's a songwriter. She writes for everybody, like Chris Brown, August Alsina, Jacquees, Seven Streeter. She just writes for a lot of people. So she wrote me a song while I was at her house at 1 in the morning. She's like, I wrote you a song. And I was like, wow, this is so good. And like when I was on my way to Atlanta, getting on the plane to go down there and visit her, prior to her writing the song, I text my dad on I left a comment on one of his pictures or something. And I was like, what is it gonna take for you to acknowledge me as your daughter? And I guess that one little message, when I got off the plane, I had hella notifications from him. He had liked all my pictures and stuff, and he had finally responded and was like, oh, wow, you know, I did hear about that. And then he had a friend that reached out to me and actually came to come meet me and see me before he did, because I guess he was kind of like scared, and they were like, "Girl, you have to do it." And it just became like a whole thing.
Aww.
But eventually I went to his house in, what was it, Palisades?
So he's out here.
Yeah, he was in Palisades. Yeah, he was right there the whole time. You know what's so weird? That I swear to God, one day I was driving I was driving by Will Rogers Beach. He lives right across the street from Will Rogers Beach, like a half a mile down. You know, he lived there that whole time for 27 years. And there was a point, like maybe 2 years before I actually met him, where I remember I had drove past, and I said to myself, he probably lived right over here or something. Like, you know, and he did. Literally lived right in that area. And sadly, I came there to his house to meet him there the first time ever. I just came to his house. Just took a chance. He could have been a crazy person, but I was like, okay, I'm an adventurer. Let's see what happens.
That's crazy.
Right? So I get there. We end up clicking. You know, he's a Christian too, like me. You know, he's a white guy, so there's always going to be a little bit of disconnect. But for the most part, we have enough to connect on, you know, to be able to learn from each other. And it was really good. Sadly, that house ended up burning down in the fire. Yeah.
What the hell?
To the ground, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
It is.
I had that happen to something up in Altadena.
Oh,
so I
it's
know.
so devastating.
That's crazy. So how is he doing now, though?
I was looking for a barium that day. I remember I came to work that day. And you know, it's crazy. His mom died on Christmas Eve, and then his house burned down literally 2 weeks later to the ground. Like nothing. And then 2 weeks before that, he found out he had melanoma. So he had to get some cancer stuff removed on his face. So it was just like literally like a full
thing after thing.
Like he's like really hit rock bottom now. And it's funny because I was at a low state, not a low state, but like I was in between places. There was a point where I didn't have a car. You know, I was getting rent-a-cars and churros and things like that to come see him. And he had everything, and I would tell him like, you know, life is just hard. Oh, you know, everybody's life was hard, and my life was hard too. Now, he got so much respect for me. He was like, you know what, I never really thought life was really... I always thought, like, when people be like, oh, yeah, you know, everybody has the same opportunities in life, but now he felt like I learned so much from you. Because even he'll send me $100, and I'll damn near start crying, like, wow, I've never had somebody in my whole life just call me, that in my family, and just give me some money. They always asking me for some shit. So it would just be such a big deal where I start crying. He was like, wow, the fact that you're just so touched by the smallest little thing. And I said, that's trauma. I had to deal with that in therapy. Because at the end of the day, I'm super happy over the smallest shit because I didn't have what I was supposed to have. So I'm happy about the crumbs. Like, he's like, I wish I could have sent you more. Like, I wish I could just pay the bill for you. You know? But right now, he doesn't even have a place. He's trying to buy him a new house with the $40,000 that he got left from the... They didn't give him really nothing because they dropped the insurance claims. They dropped all the insurance. The insurance dropped the whole...
He hasn't had anybody try to call him to buy his land?
He don't have no land. He was in one of the nice-ass mobile parks over there. Like the $1 million mobile parks? Yes. His house was like $800,000. He was about to sell it. And it was literally like a one-bedroom little small thing that he had built. Built himself. But when you have things like that, you're leasing from...
Yeah, you're leasing land.
You're leasing the land, so maybe his rent was only a small amount of money. Gotcha. But that's because he owned the house that he could get and pick up and move it anywhere else where he can go lease some land, you know what I'm saying? And he already got the full house.
Right.
So he could do that, but at the end of the day, now he don't have the house, or the contract is now technically broken because there's no
structure there.
Exactly. So it's a whole little loophole that they found. So now...
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. So he didn't really get much. They paid for him to stay in a hotel for like 90 days, 100 and some days. And then, yeah. So he's looking for a new spot. He's doing good, though. He's in good spirits, you know. But he definitely... It is definitely interesting how a lot of people just think like, oh, no, life is not that hard. And da-da-da-da-da. It's like, maybe you never really, really hit rock bottom for real. You never really
experienced life.
You're 60 years old telling me life. Yeah, like, I mean, I know you went through the death of your father and all that. Those things are very traumatic for anybody at any age. But that's something that everybody's going to go through. But losing your father and then losing your home and then oh now you sick and then you by yourself. Now you ain't got nothing.
Right.
Nothing. He left everything, all his family history, like all the books and pictures and everything with his parents.
That's,
you know,
oh my God.
For me, that I was supposed to take to show my kids and pass on.
Like,
you know, that he had kept for me.
It's your lineage.
You know, so now it's like all that stuff is gone.
Aww.
And you know, it's sad, but it was still a beautiful time. I did meet him there. I'm glad I got to have that time with him while I was able to. You know, kids got to come over there, and yeah, it was good. I'm so grateful. But yeah, the Steve Harvey show episode though. No, for real. Cause okay, so shout out to Steve, but I will say this: my cousin was the producer of the show at the time, right? Mm-hmm. And shout out to her. I love her too. She helped me out with that situation. The way that I got into that whole thing, it was Christmas time, and Steve had called a whole family. We were having Christmas dinner, and said Merry Christmas to everybody on the phone. So we were watching, after he got the phone, she started putting on some of the little show clips from the show. And they had a segment called Ask Steve, where you basically ask a question in the audience, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, oh, Tay, do you want to ask a question on Ask Steve? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know, why not? But then I saw how he likes to play people and, you know, joke around with people. And, like, you know, I just kind of studied the situation a little bit enough for me to know that I didn't want to ask anything that was going to get me clowned on TV. Mm-hmm. And then if it actually ended up being a good clip and it go viral and they go keep playing it over and over like they did with my story, then I just didn't want it to be anything that was going to be bad for my brand. Right? So I had picked two questions. One of them was going to be about doing celebrities' nails. Like, how do you command respect in a situation, you know, professionally, when you feel like your time's not being respected, but you gotta wait on the celebrities all day. But then if you 15 minutes late, we don't want her. Right. But you gotta sit there for 2 hours and wait on them. You know, stuff like that. Right. Like, how do you, without blacklisting yourself? Like, how can you command respect without blacklisting? I was gonna ask that, and then she's like, and you have to have a second question. My second question was, I have my dad's information, and I had it for years since I found it online. I just don't even know how to approach a situation. And that was my question. How do I approach a potential father without messing up his current situation? Like, you know? And that was the question I asked. And I had a feeling, because that was my cousin, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had a feeling that she was gonna help me. Damn. I was like, if I play this right, they might really help me find my dad. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they do that on that show, but let's find out. They might. I'm like, let's see. So I just decided to try it. I had rainbow hair that week. I rinsed all that stuff out, made it back regular blonde. I covered up all my tattoos, made sure I came across very much likable and open and relatable to everybody, you know, so I could be able to just have it go as far as it could, because I really wanted to find my dad, you know. So I was just like, let me just be intentional, you know. Mm-hmm. So I just was trying to be very intentional about everything that I said, even though I oversaid everything, and the way that they edited it, making it sound like it didn't make sense. And then he made that face like he didn't have a cue card in front of him that literally said everything that I was saying. So it was just kind of like, Steve, you know what I'm about to say. Right, good thing. Talking about, oh, so you trying to say that this guy was white? Do you have any snacks? I'm like, yeah, he was white. Do I have snacks? Chips, nuts, anything. Maybe. Oh, what I was thinking. I was trying to figure out. But it was a great experience overall. The other thing about it that was crazy was, let me see if I got snacks, girl. I don't even know. My kids eat all my snacks. They are the snack monster machine. Where's? Oh, you said Mochi was with your friend. Huh? I forgot you said she was with your friend. I was just about to ask Mochi. Yeah. Oh, Mochi girl. I gotta go, I should go live at lunch. I don't have no snacks for you.
Popcorn. Oh, those things, huh? Let me see. Okay, okay. Green bag. Please don't let it be the fucking pickle flavor.
No, it's not pickle. It's no pickle.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So yeah, so that Steve Harvey show thing, it was great, but there was a point for that first little time while it was going really viral where people was recognizing me everywhere. And even now still, sometimes I'll meet people over time, they'll see the video on my page and be like, oh, that was you? I seen that video. You're a Franco daddy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Andy.
Mm-hmm. Andy, I love him so much.
That's all I can say. I didn't call you black like I did.
I did.
Well, after a Henry's joint, they came and did a PAD.
Today?
A couple days ago.
For real?
I was proud. Like, oh.
And I missed it?
Yeah.
Why does all this stuff keep happening when I'm not at work? Why y'all
But I
gonna
put
hear
a joint in your thing because I got with some joints. So I'm gonna say let's smoke it. Let me see. But I didn't like the. They also gave a pack of their infused ones.
Oh, I don't smoke.
That shit was nasty. What you say? You don't smoke?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought you don't smoke anymore.
Mm-mm.
You never smoked on anything.
I think about it. That was hilarious.
My bad.
What you sorry for? I never smoked, y'all. What are you talking about? Anyway,
Really
what's
good.
up, everybody?
I've never had this before. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
hungry. No, it was good.
That's like $2 for that bag.
Huh? That's it.
Y'all know about these? Let me see.
We got olive oil and shit in it.
Y'all know about these?
And wash it down with one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Not your face, but your throat.
142 grams. That's crazy. It's popcorn. We've been eating this popcorn for about 2 months. Let's keep it in the fridge. It's still fresh.
Still good.
Mm-hmm. I know.
It's still good. It don't taste like it was
I know popcorn gets super stale.
What? It was out.
Yeah,
If I
but
could
I
just
see.
put it in the
I'll keep it
in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. I'll put it in the fridge. It'll stay in the fridge. And it's good. And it's low calorie.
And I don't feel so bad eating it.
Mm-hmm. It's just olive oil and salt. Alright, I'm almost done.
No, you good. You see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
What?
The narrowness.
Mm-hmm. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As my grandbaby was like,
Oh, my phone about to die.
uh-oh.
I got 3%. Well, I don't even know how to get this out. Oh, here we go. I will say toodaloo to everyone who has joined my live. And if you want to hear more information about Steve Harvey show, we're nowhere near done with these nails. These are just the beginning. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I'll be back. I gotta charge my phone.